Hey guys, welcome back. Another exciting game of the football divisional round playoffs, but we had two great drinks to help decide the matchup. That one went to the Chiefs, and the next game of the weekend, another good game, and that's going to be the Cowboys heading to LA to take on the Rams. As you all know, the Cowboys beat the Seattle Seahawks in a really close, well, it turned out to be close at the end, but it wasn't as close as it may seem. 24-22. Seattle got some late scores and then couldn't get the onside kick. They go up against the Rams, who were first in the NFC West. First in the NFC West with a 13-3 record. So we have two great drinks to decide who's going to win this game, because who knows what's going to happen on the field. So the first is going to be for the visiting Dallas Cowboys. And this to me really is a classic, well, not a classic, but what I would think of as a kind of typical good old boy-esque Southern kind of drink. I mean, we don't really think of Texas as the South. Texas is like Texas. Everything else is the South. But this is called a Cowboy Cocktail. And it starts with some mint. As much mint as you may like. I'm going to put a few leaves in here. Just tear them up. Don't have to do anything crazy here. Fresh mint is such a great addition to a drink. I really do enjoy it. And then we need a little bit of lime juice, maybe juice of about half a lime. And then I'm just going to put in, for right now, a little bit of crushed ice. That's all I need for now, because the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my spoon and just really kind of work that around in there, break up the mint a little bit, get those flavors going. So then I'm just going to put a little more crushed ice, fill that almost to the top. And then a single ounce of tequila, your favorite tequila. So we kind of have a cross between a margarita and a mojito going right now. I don't know if you can see on camera, but I'm really breaking up that mint and getting it into the drink, because I do get a little bit of green tinge in there. That's good for now. And then to top it off, all we're going to do is top it off with some beer. Now, you want to use like a nice light lager, a Mexican style lager would be the perfect choice here. Top it right up. For garnish, a piece of lime would be fine. Or in our case, we're just going to use a little more of that great mint. You don't need a straw. It's beer after all. You're just going to drink it right out of the glass. It's refreshing, it's minty, it's citrusy. A great drink to start the division round of the NFL football playoffs, the Cowboy Cocktail. So that drink could not have been easier. You can, if you're having a football party, a theme party, you could bang those out like nobody's business. So next up, for the Los Angeles Rams is a drink called the Golden Ram. Now this drink is a little interesting because it starts with some ginger, a couple slices of fresh ginger. This drink really has some interesting flavors in it. And all I'm gonna do is just give that a quick pound just to break it up a little bit. And then I need some rum. Do I need rum? Yes, we need some rum. About an ounce of rum. And then behind the rum, we need some coconut rum. Now you could probably do this with all coconut if you liked, but the recipe calls for a mix, so we need an ounce and a half of the coconut. And then how about some juice? Some pineapple juice. I don't know if you know, you can always see me looking away. I have my ingredients and everything on a board behind the camera, and that's what I'm looking at. And that's also what caused the avalanche the other day, because it fell. So a couple ounces of pineapple juice, a little splash of lime juice, that's not more than a quarter ounce, and then an interesting ingredient. We're gonna put just a little, the slightest little bit of agave syrup. Now, if you don't have agave syrup and you want to make this drink, do not by any means run out to the store and buy agave syrup, because I never had agave syrup until I wanted to make this drink. So when I opened this and smelled it, and then I give it a little taste, it's sweet, but it's a little earthy. If you don't have agave syrup, you can do a couple of things. We're using ginger. I know you have ginger syrup laying around because I've told you to make ginger syrup for some of our drinks. Use ginger syrup. If you want to get a little bit of that smoky flavor, use some light maple syrup. That's kind of what agave syrup tastes like to me. So don't go crazy thinking you need something special for this drink. You don't. And then the last thing which you can put in this drink is the slightest scant little dash of turmeric. Grab it from your spice cabinet. It's just going to give it another earthy little flavor, but it's also going to affect the color slightly. You're not putting in much at all. I mean, I'm telling you, the slightest little splash or dash of turmeric. I didn't have it, so I'm not worried about it. I'm sure this drink is going to be fantastic just the way it is. Uh-oh, there we go. So for this one, a nice tall glass. I know you're probably thinking, hey, you licked your fingers and now you're putting your hands in the ice glass. I am, you're correct. But guess what? I'm drinking this drink, so it doesn't matter. And then all we're gonna do is strain that right into this nice, tall, ice-filled glass. Clean up our mess a little. And then for garnish on this one, you have the gold for the Rams, the blue for the Rams. I'm gonna garnish it with a little pineapple. And I think with the turmeric, you would get a little more of a deeper golden color. I think that's all the turmeric's gonna do for you. I can't imagine as little as you are gonna put in there, it's gonna change much the flavor of the drink. But if you wanna put it in there just for color, go right ahead. But there you have it, a tall, refreshing golden ram cocktail. So here, as always, 2 great drinks. I am really enjoying this football playoff happy hour series because each week there's 2 great drinks. I can honestly tell you there was really only been 1 drink that I didn't really care for too much. But I've been happy with the way this is going. So let's try these out, see who's gonna win this matchup, and move on to the next round of the playoffs. First, the visitors, the Cowboy Cocktail. I like it. I'm not sure how the mint goes with the beer. I have no problem with the combination of the beer and the tequila and the lime, or the mint and the lime and the tequila. But once you cross the beer and the mint, I'm not sure. I don't know if it needs more lime. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about that one. So let's try this golden ram and see how that goes. This one should be interesting. I get all the flavors. I get the coconut. I get the ginger. I get the pineapple. The agave just gives it a little bit of earthy undertone. I mean, I don't want to get too clinical on you. I mean, it's a drink for crying out loud, but it's a good drink. And like I said, if you don't have the agave, for goodness sake, don't go out and buy some. A little bit of maple syrup is going to give you that same earthy undertone, and it's going to make you a really good drink. I don't think this one is as close as I thought it was going to be. I saw this drink with the tequila and the beer and the lime, and I thought I was going to be all over it, but there's just something about the beer and the lime that's not ringing true for me. So I think the winner for this week is really not that hard. It's the Golden Ram and the Los Angeles Rams. Regardless of how this turns out, I think it's going to be a really good game. But according to Happy Hour, the Rams are going to take it with their Golden Ram. Make sure you subscribe. Watch all the Happy Hour football playoffs. There's a playlist right up here. You can check it out. Make sure you ring the bell because we have these new drinks coming out all the time. You don't want to miss a single one of them. So if you ring the bell, as soon as something comes out, you'll be notified. You can check it out right away. That way, when you go to your football party, you'll have your own analytics that you can share with your family and friends. Until I see you next time, guys, enjoy the games, enjoy the drinks, enjoy them responsibly, and have a good time. I'll see you right back here behind the bar for more football happy hour. I'll talk to you real soon. Cheers. Go Rams.